All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom. Sister Deborah coming this evening with a topic, and it is the warning. The warning. I would like to know from you, what would you think would be the warning in this day and time as you and I live in a time as this? It is not a time where Sister Deborah sees things going on in the world and others see not. Everything seems to be clearly seen. Everything seems to be clearly seen. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. So I say unto you, what is it we must not look for, because it's going to be clearly seen. Everybody is seeing what they're seeing. It's things that's out here that's clearly seen. So the warning, if we had to warn individuals, what do you think it would be that the Holy Spirit would want us to warn people of? Should we be warning people in how we should eat? Should we be warning people how we should dress? Should we be warning people in how we should fellowship in different places of worship? Should we be warning people the things that surrounds the world and deal with our outer man? Or should we be warning people about the spiritual realm that has its day in this natural realm? Because somewhere along the line, I can't explain it, but it's like people are going backwards. It's actually like they're going backwards. There's no warning. It's like it's not a time of warning for them, because they think that this is the best time that we're in. They're really focused on this time, you guys, as if this is it here, y'all. This is where you're gonna, wherever you want to go in life, this is it. So I say unto you, what would you think would be, being so we all are here, living in this world? We see the things that's taking place. We actually are beholding all the issues of the world and what is actually taking place. And I'm trying to, somewhere in me, it makes me feel really sad, because it's almost like I'm in it alone. Even the things within the world. You're wondering, well, wait a minute. What could you give the people? What could you tell them? Everything is like clearly seen. Hello in the live chat. It's good to see you. So I'm just wondering, in this day and time, what would be the warning that we could give others? What could we actually say that could warn others? And what would the warning be? Really, what would the warning be? Let me give you an example of something that I'm looking at right now. When the Spirit spoke to me about things is not what it appeared. Now, where are you going with this, Father? Things is not what it appeared. And this one, he's coming from Revelation, the 3 days of darkness. Say, for instance, me, when I go into Revelation and I read upon these 3 days of darkness, I can understand, hey, this is going to be a time right here. This is real. But guess what? Spirit spoke to me today and said, it's not like you read it. It's not like you understand it. The 3 days of darkness is coming another route. Okay? It's not coming the way people think it, or have read it, or understood it, or feel that it's going to come. It's going to come where we're looking at darkness as night. This darkness is evil. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you why. When he created the heavens and the earth, you remember it was dark upon the waters. So just because it was dark upon the waters didn't make the water evil. But what the Father is saying, that the darkness of the 3 days, Deborah, is not the darkness of the night. Woo! And I'm like, but nothing. He remind me that the way we're understanding things is not the way things are going to show up. Just like the mark of the beast. We were looking for it in a way where we get the chip and get it on our forehead. I understood it way back during the pandemic time when it first that came out. I understood that, okay, it wasn't going to be what we thought. So what the Father is saying, when you are warning people, the warning must be legit. You see? The warning must be legit. And he's not just saying it to me. He's saying it to each and every last one of y'all. The warning must be legit. And first one he gave me was the 3 days of darkness. So I'm like saying, so 3 days of darkness. The darkness is evil time. And we seeing what's taking place, but we don't understand the 3 days of darkness, what the darkness really represents. People are thinking no light. The Father said it's not coming that route. The darkness, this darkness is representing something evil. So during this time period, there is going to be things that's going to happen that's going to be so evil, beyond evil, beyond evil. It's going to be remembered in everybody on the face of the earth. Yes. He even was telling me about when it says 3 days. The 3 days does not represent his 3 days. He said that the warning must be legit. So I'm like, okay, so I do know that it talked about the stars and the sun and all of that not shining, but he's saying it's coming a different route. It's coming a different route. And as I'm saying that to you all now, he said, even destroying Babylon is not going to be measured exactly A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way down like we're thinking it's going to take. It's coming a different route. And this is why they have been preparing for hundreds of years for these days, because they don't know which way is coming. They're not going to warn you. They're going to show you movies from the way they feel, or they got a little glimpse, so they'll show you a movie. But they know that it's not coming the full route in which we are looking for it. It's not coming that route, child. It's coming a different route. So the 3 days of darkness, he wants me to understand it has to be legit. It got to be a warning to people to know that it's not coming the route of the way we were taught, the way we believe, the way we receive it, the way we read it, the way we teach it, the way we preach it. But it's coming as if it's creeping up on us, and we're gonna miss it, but we're gonna feel it. You see, we're gonna miss it. And how we gonna miss it? Because we're gonna misunderstand or miss the way that it's coming. We ain't looking for it to come in that form. We're looking for a way that makes sense to us in what we were taught, what we believe, what we understand, what we read, what we teach, what we preach. He said, the 3 days of darkness coming a different way. You got many prophets and prophetess speaking on the level of the 3 days of darkness. Everybody got a message for the 3 days of darkness. And guess what? They have no idea spirit and truth with the light, meaning the power, only holds what the 3 days of darkness is consist of. The 3 days of darkness could mean a multitude of people losing their lives within 3 days. Out of nowhere. And this is why he said, the warning is this. We cannot make it a warning of our understanding and how we grip it and how we understand it and how it makes sense to us and how we see it. The warning has to come from a spiritual level. Just like he was saying in the end days, that in Matthew 24 and verse 14, speaks of the gospel shall be preached. The gospel of the kingdom shall be preached. And then the end, he was right then saying, even with that, we looking for it another way. And it's coming not the way of the flesh, assuming or thinking or being taught or believing. Is there something wrong?
No.
Or that's my son. So he's saying that we're going to get this thing, but it's going to throw, I'm telling y'all, it's going to throw us off. It's going to throw you totally off, but you're going to feel it. It's something that has to be felt. Okay. So it's just not going to be 3 days of darkness and everybody prepared for 3 days of just darkness. No, it's bigger than what darkness can stand for. The darkness is the level of evil that's going to be behind it. Okay. It's going to be 3 days of it. And I believe that it's going to come with suffering. I believe many lives are going to be lost. So many strange things going to happen within them 3 days that we never expect, because we are thinking that it's the 3 days of darkness as we know of and as we've been taught and the way we believe. But Yah said the way that it's coming is not the way that we have understood it to be. And then it said in there in Revelation, I think it's twice it's spoken of the sun going to give its light, of its light, and the stars going to fall, or and something of that nature. But he said, but the 3 days of darkness is a different one. You see, that's something that's going to come up on us as a people, not as just Israel and Judah, as people in the world. We're going to feel that thing. That's going to be felt. So you get people saying that, 3 days of darkness, and they keep saying it. They've been saying it for the last 3 years. Real hardcore. And he said they have no idea what the 3 days is consist of, nor what the darkness really is. It's not the darkness of the night. Woo! He says the darkness of the evil. The darkest, as dark as evil can get, That's what it is. So that's why it's going to be felt. You're going to feel that thing. You're going to feel that thing. Everybody going to feel it and know that it's something that took place. And they're going to go back and they're going to try to piece it together, and they're not going to, because they had it all wrong from the beginning. Same thing with COVID. And how they, and still today, will lie for those who have put the biochemical out. It's no end to people supporting wrongdoing. But he said the 3 days of darkness, it ain't going to be what you think. Mm-mm. And another thing, I noticed that you got individuals in Judah, I would say, really out in these cities, in these states, against the National Guard and what they're doing. They are fighting to react to the National Guard. I want to tell you, even as a warning, the power is not in their hands. They don't understand what they're fighting against. First and foremost, they don't even know who they are. And even if they did, it wouldn't help, because they're still killing each other. Judah's still killing each other. They don't care who you are. They don't care who they are. But the thing about it is, when I hear it, it talks about how a lot of the gang members and the thugs, as they call them, they don't know if they're thugs or not, but they're saying that gang members and thugs are in Chicago and other states are throwing out warnings that they better not bring the National Guard into their state. There go their lives. I've explained to you all over and over and over. Yah is not finna fight your battle. He's not going to do it. He got the beginning to the end signed in. He gonna rumble on that. People really think this is a time where he gonna deliver them. He's gonna pull you out. He's gonna get you out of the situation you think you can get in, or you think you can pray yourself out of. It's over. And these individuals who's out here buffing, saying how you better not bring the National Guard, or we ready. How could you be ready? And you just 13% of the population. And it's not, the whole population is not even in your state. So what are you ready for? Just think about that. This is as a warning. What are you ready? What are you ready for? I sit back and I watch what Deuteronomy 28 have spoken. It has so been fulfilled to the T. He said, destroying Israel and Judah until they are destroyed. You see? He knew exactly that he had to bring the house down to the point where they are destroyed. And right here today, they still, even those who said they are awakened, they still a long ways from understanding that. And all these people out here, Judah, you don't see Israel doing it. You see Judah saying that they're going to fight the National Guard. And a lot of us, we look at it and we say, let them go head on. They think they're going to get themselves in trouble. They don't know how. No. That's the trouble on you. They're bringing the fire on you. See, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Your own nation is bringing the fire on you. Just as your forefathers brought the fire on you, so shall your nation in these end days cause the fire to be lit hot on you as a people. See, a lot of people thought, well, okay, when I'm going to escape that, I'm not going, that's them over there. They doing that. I ain't doing that. But guess what? This is how they're going to take out their owns. It's because they're going to make it so bad, like they have always for their own people, to where Yah say, Deborah, mine's already marked. See, a lot of people don't understand why he marked his. Because my question to him would be, why did you have to mark them if they were already assigned from the kingdom? Because I got to mark them in the flesh on the earth because of what's coming, y'all. I got to mark them. And then it told you what? 144. A lot of people want to tell you who they are, but let me tell you, he know who he got marked. And they marked for a reason. Because Judah is going to cut up from the flow up until Deuteronomy 28 is fulfilled. And it is until they are destroyed. Now, the ones that's not going to be destroyed are those who are marked. See, he marked them on the outside because he already got a mark on the inside. You see? Because he knew that Judah would step into the line, into the life as he was his forefather, never obeying Yah, never following the directions or commandments or rules, disobedient, stiff-necked, rebellion, and all of those things. But as I see in there, and I thought about Isaiah 3, where he said, and your men should die by the sword, even your mighty men. That means the one that think they tough and bad, even them, they're going to die. So I wouldn't today as Judah, or even as the house of Israel, but more so even Judah, I wouldn't take out this time to take that and play with it, but they are. And you hear about them sending word that they're going to fight the National Guard and what they better not do. You see? Do you really believe? Do you think that that's a warning that you need to be putting out in this day and time? What battle have you fought? We got missing men in the tribe of Judah. Why ain't you fighting that battle? Why aren't you trying to find out what happened to the other brethren or the people of your tribe that's being missing, that's being kidnapped and lynched and taken out of here? Why aren't you fighting that? You want to fight the National Guard. That's a sign to Judah that it's on. It is on. Not because the National Guard is all that, because they ain't. It's what y'all gonna let them do. It's gonna make them all that. See, a lot of people thought the judgment was after he blow the trumpet and everybody get up from the grave and everybody go up and everybody be judged. No, baby. On the earth needs to be judged. There are things here, right here on the earth that needs to be judged right here and now. And what's happening is, I think the warning is really sending the warning that you're going to feel this thing. Because I don't think it's going to be something that's just going to take place and you're not going to feel the impact. The warning is, I think you're going to. And even if you mark, you still gonna feel it, because it's gonna be even emotional to stand and behold it. You see, to know that it's happening, that's feeling it still, even if you marked. So I don't think that we as a people are really geared up for what to expect. You see, and just listening to us as a people, not choosing nothing but to fight. If wait a minute, when have you fought? When have you fought? When was there a time in this life, in this country, where Judah fought? for anything that's righteous, for anything that's right, for anything for their families, for their children education, for their families to have a community, for their families to live. When have Judith fought? So why do Judith want to fight the National Guard if they come to Chicago? You notice it, what they want to fight is want to also fight that which they've been fighting, violence against one another. You come in here and try to stop us from killing one another, it's on. Y'all don't know that, but that's what they said. That's exactly what they said. Don't come into Chicago because we got gangs here. And if you mess with us, you gonna get it. Wait a minute. So you're saying, leave us alone, let us kill our nation up. They ain't right either. You got them, I mean, they got them, that's up their alley to come after you. They know it ain't gonna take nothing but a blow to blow you away. That's all they're gonna have to do. You gone. But they don't understand that. Why? Because they've been playing this game thing amongst their own people and getting away with it. See, the society don't care if you kill your own. Kill your mama, we don't care. Kill your daddy, we don't care. Kill your sister, we don't care. Kill your brother, we don't care. Kill your children, we don't care. Kill your husband, we don't care. Kill your wife, we don't care. So they figure they tough, they bad. But the Father say, in this day, you about to be judged. You want to see how bad you are? Hold up a minute. The wrath of the Most High Yah has been kindled, and He ain't playing. And I know many people think that's what time it is, playtime. But He ain't playing. Right. Not fighting against the judgment. You see what I'm saying? No, they want to fight each other. They want to take out each other. And then when someone's telling them, okay, don't think that the National Guard is going in by righteous now. They going in still by unrighteous. But for Judah, they're saying, you coming over here and bothering us, we got something for you. Baby, you ain't got nothing for them. Because what you got for them is what they gave you to take your own tribe out. So what is it you got for them? What they gave you, free. So you can take your own people out. So you think they're going to give you something to take them out? No. They gave you this privilege to be tough, bad, and gang, and thugs, and walking around, not working, not doing anything. They let you be as bad as you want to be. Now you finna tell them the things that they gave you to kill your own community off, that now they better not come in or else you're going to use them on them. Don't forget, they're the one who gave them to you. So what sense does that make? What does that say your mind is at? It's not all the way there. Your mind is not there. And it's not coming back. It's over. It's finished. You're not going to have no one to pull up and speak on your behalf. And this is the will of the Father. That Judah's finna get a tail whooping that he wasn't expecting. And it's up their alley to give you one tail whooping your mama forgot to give you. Your daddy too. He couldn't give you a tail whooping because his daddy didn't give him none. And he couldn't give nobody a tail whooping because their daddy didn't give him none. That's why the tribe is the way that it is. Because of the forefathers. Never getting their tail whooped. In case y'all didn't know that. You see? So they're making it bad. And then what happened is they're going to make it bad for the whole tribe of Judah. In all states. And this is the will of the Father. Until they are destroyed. He know what he doing. He know what he doing. And he's going to let them see that when it's all said and done, who you think going to be there to defend you? Who you think going to come to your rescue? Not the Yah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. No, that time is over. He ain't coming to deliver you. Now, back in the days when they were fighting battles, oh, he pulled up. Oh, he stepped in there, he pulled up. But he wants me to send a warning to you. He ain't pulling up on you. That's over. You own your owns. You think this battle was fought by your mighty thought, your heart, your power, your strength? Okay, it's time to rumble. He ain't gonna let you do it. And he ain't gonna come to deliver you. Because to me, that's the only thing. Hey, if let him come to deliver me, I can't deliver myself. You see? And they're gonna make it, that's why they're gonna kill, and they're gonna think that they're doing something, and they're gonna kill the saints. All because of what those Judah and them were all doing, and they're gonna end up having the privilege to kill even the saints. And they're gonna be able to do it. And see, a lot of people don't understand that. People wouldn't even grip it. They wouldn't even grip the fact that the saints are going to get killed, all because Judah is running their mouth and roaring up, and this is the will of the Father. You see, all because it's still going right back to your forefathers when you finish. We didn't let them get away with it for so long and not have to pay the consequences. We didn't boast them, boost them, put them up on high. Oh, he a king, he a leader, he a ruler. And in this day of tribulation and perilous time, and the day of judgment, and the day of wrath of the Most High Yah, and his fire is kindled, then he got the lawlessness. Oh, y'all better put. And then you got what? Judah men on there talking about, come on, bring the fire. We got something for you. Baby, you can't have nothing for them. They the one gave it to you to kill your own nation, your own tribe. And you've been doing an excellent job. So you really think what you got left gonna be able to defeat the National Guard? All you're doing is making it bad for the rest of the tribe of Judah. And the rest of the tribe of Judah ain't got the sense to be able to key it in. Because they think, okay, I'm here, you there, that's on you. I'm about the Most High, and I'm over here, and you over there, that's on you. No, that ain't how he set it up from the kingdom. All them prophets didn't lose their life to be, and Yeshua didn't come down and lose his. For you to just walk out like, hey, what's going on? Oh, it's good. No, that's not how he rumbled. He never rumbled that way. The Most High never rumbled that way. And then it tells you about how the saints are going to be killed. They're going to kill the saints. Yes, they are. So you run around here and thinking that you all up high, and you got the key, and you got the kingdom. Let me tell you something. Your own nation has ruined you as a person. By grace and mercy, the spirit of Yah in you is what's holding you and separating you from them. Those that are marked, guess what? Those were marked for a reason. But yet, there's going to be still some that's going to lose their lives. Yah is not playing. Why? He's about what he say what he's about. He's not playing. We as a people never saw our people to be nothing but right. It's just like me with all my children. I would not agree with them doing something wrong. I wouldn't walk with them doing something wrong. I wouldn't deal with them doing something wrong. And I won't support their wrongdoing. When we as a whole, as a tribe of Judah, we real bad at it. We bad at it. Even when we say, oh, that's them. That ain't me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But guess what? The forefathers and all they sin ain't got nothing to do with me. But look where I'm at. You see? This is the reality of it all. We really thinking that, it's a big difference, and they over here, I'm over here. No. If they over here doing what they doing and you over here, why is the saints gonna get killed? And they are. Not all of them, just some. Because we got it wrong. We looking at it the wrong way. Even when you say Deuteronomy 28, until they are destroyed. He said about 7 to 10 times? at the end game of Deuteronomy 28, and no one ever teach that and preach that thing. Why? Because no one want to come close to the truth. They don't want to speak spirit and truth. They don't want the light in the hand. They don't want to tell the truth of the whole matter. They want to live the lie. And that's a warning today. That the Most High is about what he say, and he say what he's about. I was watching, and I only watched it probably 6-7 minutes. Probably ain't even that long. A black group, male and female, they call themselves the Black Atheists. They are the Black Atheists. Where these people come up, this is the sort of stuff I'm talking about. They believe that they can do anything they want to do. I wonder why they ain't got their tails up. Why haven't they achieved nothing? That's the part. That's the part that gets me. Why haven't you reached your goals by now? If you could do all, and your mother and you and so on, your father, your forefathers, and all on down in your family, and even starting with you. Why haven't y'all achieved nothing? Because it's about what he said it's going to be. Not so much as about what you're understanding, and because you can be a speaker and you can say certain things, and people are going to look at you because of the way you can carry a conversation and how you can level it off to make people think, oh, it's good not to be in no type of religion. It's good not to be in no type of religion, but it's no way in the world I'm going to be on this earth. No way. I'm what you call a living testimony. It's no way I'm going to deny that there's not a creator. Even the devil and his angels knows that. Now, how is it the devil knows that there is a creator above him? And then you walking around here talking about y'all black atheists. You black fools. You came over here like that. I'm a black atheist. And then you on this platform. See, I knew this platform was the devil platform. And they talk that trash on this devil platform to continue to manipulate the mind. So no mind would want to go to the light. No man wants to go toward spirit and truth. Now it makes sense. You got too many people on these platforms, and no one's leading the people to any type of light. No spirit and truth. Nothing that has to do with a real creator. But everything that don't have to do with the Most High or the creator himself, everybody flock to. And that's where the people lead. That's where the people are in love. And that's where the people run to and eat from and desire to be. But he that created all things, I couldn't say that. You know, let me tell you why. For me to sit and say that I think they're a Satan seed. First of all, anybody who say they are atheists, they are a Satan seed. First and foremost. All you have to do is have some sense. And I don't mean that much sense, but just think. Learn how many cells, how many organs, how one part of your body works with the other and the other one work with the other. And go all in the inside. Who in the rats behind created that? How that heart can pump and pump new blood that ain't even being tainted. All the cells and the organs and the veins and just everything in your body. That alone lets you know something had to bring all that to part. You really believe in 9 months all that can just develop? And there it is. Come on now. That don't even make any sense. It's a lot of things in what you see. With me, and I know a lot of y'all might say, when Sister Deborah, I don't know why you're saying that, because that's kind of, listen to this. When I look outside and I see the creation, can't nobody tell me he ain't real. Just looking at the trees tells me he real. I'm serious. When you're looking at this tree, you seeing it from the beginning of it. You're not down in the root of it, and you see how big it is and how tall it is. and you just see in the streets, even if it's not tall, where did it come from? When you look at everything that you see, think, people, who you give the glory to, man? Who do you say created this stuff? Man? Man's mind is powerful to create everything you see. What about the clouds in the sky? The sun, the moon, the stars. When people say they are atheists, they are fools. They are Satanists. That's what they are. And they come to erase the fact that there is a creator that exists. That's Satan's on Satan's side. And the difference from Satan and them, Satan knows he real. But he deceives. So if he can get them to be deceived, to not believe that there is a creator, then he won. He won them over 100%. Because he deceived them. And in their minds, oh, there's no God. There's no creator. They need to take their tails, shut their mouth, go into a book or go into somewhere and find out about what's inside it and how is all that working. How can all this that's within you work? And when they have the sense to do their study, which they won't do, because they want to continue to think that they are atheists. They don't believe, because everybody in this day and time trying to live a life set apart from anything that has to do with a creator. They want to live outside of the mindset that there is a creator. Why? Because if they find out that there's a creator, then they find out that, wait a minute, there's a beginning and an end. No one wants the end. They just want the beginning. See, a lot comes with understanding that there is a creator. It lets you know, sit your tail down, you don't run nothing. It lets you know you're not the beginning and the end. It lets you know everything that's have life gonna die. See, they don't want that. They don't want all that. So they got to execute everything to keep a creator from existing. They don't want to have nothing to do with it. So they come out saying that, okay, there's no such thing as a God. There's no such thing as a creator. And that it fits for this day and time. It fits. Because people's minds is there. It's at the point where they believe. I don't think they believe it. They just gone because it was meant that they would be around about this time. Gone. Destroyed. Gone. It was prophesied that they would. Never to find their way again. And that's what I was speaking on yesterday. It ain't time to speak what people want to hear. It's time to speak spirit and truth with the light. Because this is the end where the gospel of the kingdom must be preached. No, it's not the gospel in which Yeshua was preaching. The gospel of the kingdom is at hand to redeem those that were needed to be redeemed and for him to die for all the sins. This gospel coming to bring the end. Woo! This gospel is coming to bring the end. You see? And it's letting you know the gospel is not coming to change you. It's not coming to tell you, please, baby, get it right. Come on, baby, do this here. Don't do that, baby. Baby, here, do it like this. Don't do that. Don't y'all do that. Y'all do this here. Love on this here. Do this and do this and do that. No. It's coming to end. It's coming to end things. Okay? So he ain't out here begging nobody and pleading with people and scratching your head for you and your itchy ears. And no. It's over. And what you're going to hear is spirit and truth in the light. And it also is the power of the kingdom. to give you the strength, to motivate you, to lead you and show you how to run on. It's not coming to make sure people get it that didn't get it or don't have it. No. It's coming to use the power to give you the strength to endure. That's what it's coming to do. And all these people running around here talking about we are black atheists and oh, come on, we're going to fight the National Guard. You come in our state. If y'all don't see all this chaos going on, you have to be able to see it through spirit and truth, through the light, because that's the power that's going to allow you to get through it. But to just deny that it's actually out here happening, that means you're not falling. You're not going to be able to fall into that category to endure it, because you're saying that you don't see it. Oh, I don't see it. Where is it at? This ain't happening. I don't believe that. It ain't going on. And that's another thing, a big denial in this day and time. People are in full denial that things are actually taking place today. A lot of places, even on your workplace, in your community, in your neighborhood, in your family, people acting as if things are still the norm, as if nothing is going on. But I believe that too is the will of the Father. It's the will of the Father, because I think it's going to be that way. And then when all these issues come, they're not coming to play patty cake. They ain't coming on you easy. It's gonna come hardcore and never get off. Because I think where we're at is the time we feel what's going on. Not teach it, not preach it, not just say it, not just speak it, but feel this, that it's actually taking place. There is too many people in full denial that these things that's taking place is before. And it's okay. It's okay for them to be where they are. But I can tell you, out of everybody, Satan knows that it's taking place. He knows what time it is. He knows he successfully deceived the whole world. He got an opportunity to do what he came down here to do. And now it's time to rumble. It's time to rumble. And I'm going to tell you, the grace and mercy of Yah, who has marked his, he has set aside for his purpose. He ain't going to let them fall into all of this. They're not going to fall into it. They're not going to fall into the trap. Because to me, it really does. It feels like a big trap, but it's not a trap. Everything, too much is clearly seen, y'all. It's so much being shown. So much is being revealed. So much is out in the opening. I'm sitting back watching people march and picket and do all these things, and I'm like saying, how could y'all be doing that type of stuff in this day and time? To me, I mean, maybe because it's with me, it would be more like, y'all, this is where you be falling on your face and crying out and pleading like I was doing today. That's all. Did y'all? Let me tell y'all. Now I didn't know this. That was my whole day. Was crying out, pleading with the Father. Not pleading. Let me not say that. Not pleading, but seeking Him to help me through it. Seeking Him to help me through it. All day, that's what I was doing. I cried. And the more I wanted to continue, the more He wiped away the tears and said, it's no need for it. It's no need for it, Deborah. Those tears is not going to change nothing, y'all. It's not going to move nothing. The cry is not going to move anything, nor is it going to change it. Only thing going to change it is what's greater in you, to get you to run on and to feel this thing in a way that, hey, just the idea of you feeling it, you move on. You go head on. You done felt the thing. Gone. It's time for you to go on. You don't have to go through this. You see? But I sat back and I'm looking at things and I'm looking at everything. And it almost felt like a gloomy, dead time period. That's how I felt. It really did. Because it was like what I was thinking I wanted to understand. I wonder if I'm the only one thinking like this right about now. The way I was feeling, I was wondering, I wonder if I'm the only one feeling like this right here and now. And it was such a communication in the spirit realm with the Most High Yah. And I'm like, but it was not a moment of what you call, I wasn't like I was so happy in it. You know, it was like there was sorrow, you know, because what happens is if I would just look at everything and make it all happy, then I'm not going to see the reality of what's really taking place. A lot of people right today, they're on all kind of medication. They're on all kind of mental medication. Everybody trying to fix it to make it right so they can feel different, think different, act different. But Sister Deborah is telling you, me, myself today, I just felt like I have felt in time past. Just, hey, this is it, y'all. This is it. And all it is me feeling it the way it was prophesied. Me feeling it the way it's actually taking place. You know, and not in denial that, hey, no, this can't be going on. No, I had to go to one of my oldest son. I had to go to his voc rehab meeting. And all the time we were waiting like 45 minutes. And I'm just sitting here listening to my son minister to me. I'm listening to him minister to me. And I mean, he was ministering to me real good because he was giving y'all the full glory. And you could see it in him that he felt the way that he felt about who God is and his power and so on. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, that's my son. I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I'm here at his meeting to make sure they give him the right IEP for voc rehab, and so he can get another job. He lost his job, and things will go well for him on his next job. So I'm there, having to be there, and it's a battle. It's a battle. He has a brain trauma injury, and it's a battle because he can be at that stage talking about the Most High at the highest, and a week later be at the lowest. You see, that's a battle within itself to me, because watching that, I'm just watching how everything is about spiritual to him, and then next week or 2 weeks later it's the opposite. So I'm like, okay, here I am, you know. And it's a lot of things that's actually taking place, not just with my son, but with my daughter, and all these things are taking place. And I'm like saying, what am I going to do with this stuff here? Because in me, within me, I'm like, okay, I'm over here. I know that we're going to have to feel this thing. We're going to have to go through this thing. And I'm just okay. I'm okay. I'm okay to the point where I know who got it. Let's put it that way. But when you have others around you and living around you, or they got a different personality, they got a different way of thinking and feeling and serving the Most High Yah, you tend to wonder, well, why am I in the middle? Because being a parent, the parent that I am, I can't help but be in the middle of it, because it's almost like this is what he ordained for me. You know, it's what he put me in the midst of. He didn't just set me, and as I wanted to stress that too, is he didn't just create me in the mission and said, here, go down there, do the works, do the labor, do the deal. No. Mine came with a price. It's hardcore. So just all of these things today, it just brought a lot of glooming. And it made me realize this is not going to disappear. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, it's here to stay. It ain't here to just disappear. So what now I myself, it puts me in the mindset to put more trust in he that is the creator, he that rules all things. Because these things like this, you can't change it. You can't move it. You can't move it to the left, move it to the right. They are not going anywhere. They're going to be right there. So it's like you know that you have to give it to the, you not give it, but you have to let it go and let Yah do what he does best. And in the process, it does not allow you to just release it. Why? Because you still flesh. You see, you still flesh. So long as you still flesh, you're going to feel that thing in the way of the flesh, but not as much when you're the ruach is in you to help you through it. That's the good thing about the Holy Spirit being in you. It helps you through all of these things that you feel in the flesh or that you go through. That's why it's important to have the ruach. Is it helps you through the things that naturally in the flesh you cannot defeat. You see, so me myself, I would always tell people, without the ruach in me, it's no way. It's no way. Because I sit back and I say, you know, if people knew exactly Sister Deborah's level of life, I know for a fact people will say, no way could I have done that. I know for a fact. It's no way I could have endured that. No way I could have been able to survive that. It's no way I could have been walking in Sister Deborah's footsteps. No, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. And I know that for a fact. But I also look at it as, okay, this is what you ordered. Do it make me sad? Yes. Do it make me cry? Yes. But I say, but you ordered this. That's what make it okay. Because I still have to turn right back to the one who allowed me to be down here and has ordered my steps. Because to me, as an individual, I would not have ordered these steps. Nowhere near it. But there's steps that you just can't go around, you can't run from, you can't hide. It's just there. And the thing about it is there, it's like there until you gone. It's just there until you gone. So somebody like me waiting for the Most High Yah to take Judah out and Israel out of the four corners, that's me. I will wait for it. I would hope that I'm in there, but if I'm not, I mean, I'm sure I would be asleep, but I would be one that would want to be in that number, you see, because I wouldn't want to be left here anymore with all that I'm already, how would I say it, enduring, and long suffering, So that alone lets me know that, okay, if you've been given the spirit of endurance and the long suffering, you got to come out of that. That's how I look at it. You got to come out of that, you see, because to me, a lot of people, as far as endurance, and it's not so much as what's going on with your family, it's seeing things for what it is in the spirit realm and having to live with it in the flesh. That's like Yeshua. He was 100% righteous, living in the world of 100% unrighteous. And he said, not a word. That's endurance. Because he couldn't do anything outside of what Yah sent him down here to do. And he couldn't say a word. See, a lot of people never focus on the fact that he didn't say a word. They don't understand, well, what was that he said? And he didn't say a word. You know what he didn't say? What he could have said. You know what he didn't say? What he could have said. Why? Because Yah had limited him to only say what he had given him to say. Did he know more? Yes, he knew more. But he was limited. He was limited. He was only missioned to say what Yah had given him as the Son of Man. That's it. and what the Son of Yah wanted to say. I mean, the Son of Yah wanted to say, but he was limited. So that's why a lot of people wouldn't even do a study on the fact, why did he keep saying, and he said not a word, and he said not a word, and he said not a word. Same thing with Sister Deborah. It's so many things I could say, but it's vain and vast. It's useless because you done said so much and it haven't moved from 1 to 2. So adding on is not going to make it move, because this too is the Father's will. And this here last end day gospel to the of the kingdom, that power, that spirit of spirit and truth and that light is in this end day. Let me tell you, that's the power. It's gonna run straight through, and it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna be no stop sign for it. Is what I mean. It ain't gonna be no slow down. It's gonna go straight through, and that's what I can see that now. He's gonna let it go straight through, and a lot of people gonna bypass it, and it's okay. He just wanted the kingdom to be preached. He just wanted the power to be spoken of before the end. That's Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. Before the end, just let that power come through before the end. And it's not coming to, like I say, it ain't coming to make you straight if you crooked. It ain't coming to bring you, if you're in the dark, to bring you out of the dark into the light. It's just coming to have the last say so, as it had in the first say so. That's all it's doing. So anybody have any questions? If you have any questions, just shoot it out if you have any question. But a lot of things, like yesterday I was talking about what's the problem with everybody getting tattoos. It's a lot of things the mass, the multitude is doing. And I'm like looking at everybody saying, well, why is everybody doing that now? Why is everybody doing that like that now? People wanted power and control so bad. They took animals, dogs. They got now things over a cat. But dogs, they want that power so bad. That's all Satan wanted from the kingdom, is to rule and have that power. When people are like that today, they got that power that they want. That's all. It's just, I just want that power. I sit back and I try to figure out what happened where children used to walk to school, walk home with their friends. You know, now they waiting for all seasonal sports to enroll their children in throughout the year. And the money that they're paying is off the chain. It's just, it to me, let me tell you why I said that. When I brought my children up, we had swimming, gymnastics, basketball, soccer, and football, baseball. That was my oldest son. He did the baseball, the football, and my other sons, they did the basketball and the soccer. But we had activities. But these activities did not break you financially. You didn't see parents leaving 3 to 4 days a week, taking their children to soccer practice. It's just so much. It's so much. It's like things are just something wrong somewhere. It's the way people do things today. It just, and like I said, mine were all in sports, but we didn't do it like that. It wasn't done like that. You see what I'm saying? Now we might have to pay a fee to register, and then they go to their practice maybe once a week. You know, I might have swimming classes one week, and then the other one might have soccer the next week. But now the whole protocol is focusing on being, it's like the parents is dedicated to being all about activities for the children. School, they have to be at the front door to pick them up. The line is going 2 miles down the street, 2 miles, because they in line to pick up their kid at the door. I mean, The schools don't even have a playground anymore. It's just so many things that lead lead me to understand that it's been over, but no one has recognized the fact that it's been over. And you might say, well, those are just little things, Deborah. They shouldn't have over. But this is what shows you how it's over. You see, because everything is out of order. Everything is out of order. It's nothing in order. When you see all these people, everybody you see, all you walking, everybody got tattoos either over their faces, in their forehead, on their neck, all over their arms, all on their legs. Let me tell you, there was a time you couldn't get a job with all that mess. You see? But every workplace you work in, I don't care where it's at, they got them. So to me, it's over to the point where it's so much is going on and so much that then took place. It's no returning to nothing norm or nothing, how would I say it, balance. And all these things that they're doing, it takes from people, and people don't have any problem with supplying the need, you know. I just don't see, even when I think of my oldest daughter, allowing her daughter to join this cheerleading thing. Who pays thousands of thousands? I mean, a lot of $1,000 for your daughter to participate in a cheerleader thing. It's not like she's going anywhere with it. Who goes out and pay that type of money? I mean, thousands, y'all. Thousands of thousands. No. You know? And me, myself, that's my first grandbaby. I already know that's not even her taste. She's doing it because her mother is paying for it and she wants to do it, but it's not who she is. I know that myself. But it's just the idea, since you're going to pay for it, yeah, I go. Who does that? This child is what you call, I don't know if y'all know, back in the day, they used to have A plus, B plus. A plus was above A. When my granddaughter, you could say when she's an A plus, plus, plus. Okay, that's how smart she is. Why are you going to pay all this money for her to go to school when God has blessed her to be as intelligent and smart as she is? Look like they would be paying her to go to their school. The moment I told her, I said, whatever you do, don't let her go to that Catholic school. You know what she did? She signed her up in it. Anything to counteract. Anything to counteract. This is how hard it is. And a lot of people will say, well, that's not that bad. Oh, yes, it is. When you know what you know regarding the Roman Catholic. I've even known that they have closed down the majority of their schools. They have. And for them to have schools open, it's still, if you knew what they did in them schools, if you understood what them Catholic schools were about, you would want to send down one of your children there. And because I said she shouldn't send her there because she's a straight A plus A, why are you putting it in there? For what? She's been gifted by Yah with the ability to be intelligent, smart, all straight A plus, all to counteract me. The battle of which I speak of is not a battle between, like he said, flesh and blood. It's a battle of the spirit. Now, to send her to that type of school, it interferes with my spiritual being. You see? So it's just one thing after another. Why are you sending her there and paying that type of money to send her to a Satanism or Satan's school? Why would you do that? Even after you heard me say not to. You see, It's the battle is real. And that's why I know the deliverance is not coming. It's not coming. It's not coming. So what happened? You have to endure. You have to long suffer. Then it's like separating yourself from who people are, knowing that you are the spiritual seed. You got to let the people be the seed that they are. Because the reality is that's where the true battle is at, in the spirit. And it's the seeds of the spirit. Which seed are you battling with? What seed? That's what it's all about. And it don't mean it can be a wife, it can be a husband, it can be your children, it can be your mama, you can be your daddy, it can be your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, it can be your co-worker, it can be your boss. It don't matter. The battle is in the spirit. And the long suffering is on the line of the spirit of the light. You have to long suffer and endure the fact that you know what you're saying is 100% right and righteous. But yet you got to endure the fact that the choice that the other seed will take is not going to be the seed of the light. So it's a battle. It's a non-stop battle within. And that's why I sit and I tell y'all, this thing is a thing you feel. Because the reality of it is it's real. You're feeling it because it's just that real. And a lot of people take things and they just assume that, okay, it ain't that bad, or, oh, it's like this here, or this is like this here. But the battle is real. You have to be able to separate the spiritual seed from the fleshly seed and be okay with it, no matter who they are. And that's what that's what straightens me up, is the ideal. I just got to straighten up with this. Get up, Deborah, straighten up, get in your lane. Get in your lane. Because it's not going to change it. So when I'm speaking of the power in the end days being spoken, the kingdom of the gospel of the kingdom being spoken in this end day, let me tell you, it's not for people. Because you love them in your family. It's not for co-workers and friends. It's not because you've been married 40 years and it's your husband, or it's 25 years and it's your wife, or you got all these children, or you got these grandchildren. People are all of that is what's going to be your test and trial. That's what's going to bring on your long suffering and your endurance. All of that. Because it's going to try you by the fire. Woo! That is exactly what it's going to do. It's going to try you by the fire to see. Let's see if you're going to stand. We're going to see what side you on. You see? And it ain't going to be distance. Somebody way over there that you used to know, way over there, and they coming into. No. It's going to be all those that's in the midst of you. Those on your left and your right. Even at your workplace. Even in your family, even in your community, in your neighborhood. Just, you're going to be tried. And it's going to show you really who you are. That's where we at today, y'all. It's going to show you where you are at today and where you're going tomorrow. That's what it's going to show you. And that's what it's going to reveal unto you. Because many of us think this is a time where it's our choice. This has got to go our way, or my way, my feelings, my way I see things. Oh, no, baby. Them days are over. So the warning, it has to be legit. Putting out the warning, it must be legit. And be careful out here. Because a lot of people are saying things. A lot of people are saying things. And no matter how it sounds like it's spirit and truth and it's the light, be careful out here. And I'm saying that in a way to say, if you are spirit and truth with the light, be careful out here. Because only one can interfere with you is those who appear like you. The only one that can interfere with the level of where you at is those who appear like to you. They might sound, they might look, they might act. Those are the ones that will be in this end day that would try to bring out of you what Yah has instilled in you, as if it's like the last straw. And you're going to say, well, but I thought this person was this. I thought this person knew it. I thought this person was speaking spirit and truth. I thought this person was speaking the light. Oh, this person was speaking righteous. Or this person was speaking just. And this person was speaking truth. Be careful. Because the very same ones that will come unto you will be the one that you thought or that you felt was like unto you. Because there will be no one else come that's weaker than you are, that's less than you are. It has to be someone who feel that they have the power to match who you are. Be careful, because they are out there trying that last end days deception to those who Yah is sending out with spirit and truth and the light, that's carrying the kingdom, the gospel of the kingdom out for this end day before the end. There are going to be those that's going to, like I say up here, that's going to, you're going to think. But if you have the Ruach in you, you're going to know who they are. You're going to know who they are. So be very careful out there. And it's not that you have to be very careful. Just hear the Ruach speak to you from the inside out. Listen to the voice of the Most High from within. Know that it is Him that speaketh unto thee and not yourself. So with that being said, I hope that you all got something out of this message this evening. I appreciate each and every last one of you tuning in. And I will be back. And I say unto you, shalom and shalom.